Once upon a time, in a cozy cottage on the edge of a dense forest, there lived a kind and gentle man named Thomas. Thomas had a deep love for animals, and his cottage was a haven for creatures of all kinds. The walls of his home were adorned with birdhouses, and his garden was a sanctuary for butterflies, bees, and small mammals. Every morning, Thomas would rise with the sun and take a leisurely stroll through the forest. He would greet the birds with a cheerful whistle and offer seeds to the squirrels and chipmunks that scampered around his feet. His pockets were always filled with treats for any animals he might encounter on his walks. One crisp autumn morning, as Thomas wandered along a familiar path, he heard a faint, distressed cry. Following the sound, he discovered a young fawn trapped in a thorny thicket. The fawn's eyes were wide with fear, and its leg was caught in the brambles. With great care, Thomas gently freed the frightened creature, soothing it with soft words and gentle strokes. Thomas carried the fawn back to his cottage, where he tended to its wounds and provided it with food and water. Over the next few days, the fawn grew stronger and more trusting, often nuzzling Thomas's hand in gratitude. Soon, the fawn was well enough to return to the forest, but it continued to visit Thomas regularly, bringing along its family and friends. Word of Thomas's kindness spread throughout the animal kingdom, and soon his cottage became a bustling hub of activity. Birds built their nests in the eaves, rabbits burrowed in the garden, and deer grazed peacefully on the lawn. Thomas's heart swelled with joy as he watched the animals thrive under his care. One winter's night, a fierce storm swept through the forest, leaving many animals without shelter. Thomas opened his doors wide, inviting the cold and weary creatures into the warmth of his home. He shared his food and blankets, creating a cozy refuge for all who sought it. As the storm raged outside, Thomas sat by the fire, surrounded by his animal friends. He felt a deep sense of contentment, knowing that his love and compassion had brought so much happiness and safety to those around him. And so, Thomas continued to live a life of harmony with the animals, finding joy and fulfillment in their companionship. In the years that followed, Thomas's cottage remained a sanctuary for creatures great and small. His love for animals never waned, and he became a beloved figure in the forest, known far and wide as the gentle guardian who had a heart as boundless as the wild itself.